I will have my revenge ere I depart this house.
Good?
Yeah, that was really good. Let's just do another one. Could you do maybe a little bigger?
Bigger?
Meaner? Yeah.
Meaner. Yeah. All right.
I will have my revenge ere I depart this house.
Ooh, that was really
good.
Yeah. Let's just do one more for safety.
All right. I will have my revenge ere I depart this house.
Yeah, that was good.
Way! How, my lord, may I be censured that nature thus gives way to loyalty? Something fears me to think of.
I now perceive it was not altogether your brother's evil disposition made him seek your father's death, but a provoking merit set about by a reprovable badness in himself.
How malicious is my fortune that I must repent to be just. This is the letter which you spoke of, which approves of him an intelligent party to the advantages of France. Heavens, this for treason not, nor I the detector.
Go with me to the Duchess.
You have mighty business in hand.
True or false? It hath made thee Earl of Gloucester. Yeah. Huh? I will lay trust on thee, and thou shalt find a dearer father in my love. Hmm?
My lord, enter. My lord, enter.
I think 'tis much that this contentious storm invades us to the skin. So 'tis to thee. Where the greater malady is fixed, the lesser scars are felt. When the mind's free, the body's delicate. The tempest in my mind doth from my senses take all feeling else save what beats there.
My lord, enter here.
This tempest will not give me leave to ponder on things which hurt me more. Poor naked wretches, rest where you are. That by the pelting of this pitiless rain, how will your houseless heads and unfed sides, your looped and windowed raggedness defend you from seasons such as these?
Fathom and Half! Poor Tom is so cold!
He says his name's Poor Tom.
What about those people there in the street?
Where hast thou given all to thy two daughters? Art thou come to this?
Who gives anything to poor Tom, whom the foul fiend hath led through fire and through flame, with like knives under his pillow? Lest thy five wits Tom's cold, oh, bless thee from lasting scar healing and aching. Oh, poor Tom's in charity. He vexes.
What hast thou, daughters, brought into such a place? Couldst thou say nothing? Didst thou give all?
Hey, you reserved the blanket as we've been on shame.
Playing old hang.
This cold night will turn us all the fools and mad.
Obey thy not been. Serving man, proud heart and mind. Wine loved I deeply, dies dearly. False in heart, light of ear and bloody in hand. Hog in sloth, fox in stealth, wolf in greediness, dog in madness, lion in prey. Let not the creaking of shoes nor the rustling of silks betray thy poor heart to woman. Keep thy foot out of brothels, thy hand out of plackets, thy pen from lenders' books, and defy the foul fiend.
Consider it well. Thou art the thing itself. Unaccommodated man is no more but such a poor, bare, forked animal as thou.
Begins at curfew and walks to the first call. Who gives the wet and the pin, squints the eye and makes the hair lip, mildews the white wheat and hurts the poor creature of the world. Poor Tom, who eats the toad, the frog, the tadpole, and the walnut, drinks the water, who in the fire of his heart when the foul fiend rages, does eat the old rat and the ditch dog, who once had 6 suits to his back, 3 shirts to his body. Where am I falling?
How fares your grace?
What? Hath your grace no better company? My flesh and blood is grown so vile, my lord, that it doth hate what gets it.
Return with me. My duty cannot suffer to obey in all your daughter's hard commands. Though their injunction be to bar my doors and let this tyrannous night take hold upon you, yet have I ventured to come seek you out and bring you where both fire and food is ready.
First, I will talk with this philosopher. What is the cause of thunder? Good, my lord. I will take word with this same learned demon! What is your sin?
To prevent the fiend. To kill vermin.
Ah! Let me ask a word of you in private.
His wits begin to unsettle.
Canst thou blame him? Thou sayest the king grows mad. I'll tell thee, friend, I am almost mad myself. I had a son, now outlawed from my blood. He sought my life, but lately, very late, I loved him, friend. No father his son dearer, truth to tell thee. The grief hath crazed my wits. What ignites this?
It's covered by the manufacturer's warranty, so you...
I do beseech your grace.
I cry you mercy.
You gotta watch out for her.
Really, Uncle, tell me whether a madman be a gentleman or a yeoman.
A king.
No, he's a yeoman that has a gentleman to his son. For he's a mad yeoman that sees his son, a gentleman before him.
Have 1,000 with bedford and spits come hissing in upon them. Thou, sit here, thou learned justice, and thou Sabian, sir. Yeah, sit here. Thou, she foxes.
Oh, look how she stands and glances. Oh, once thou art a trial now. Oh, cook not black angel, I've no food for thee.
Will you let out the rest of all the cooks? I see the trial first. Oh, evidence. That learned rope justice, sir. You sit there, yes, and thou, your fellow of equity, benched by his side. And you are the commission. Okay, arraign her first. 'Tis Goneril. I hereby take my oath before this honored assembly. She did keep the king, her father. Come hither, mistress. Is your name Goneril? Huh? She cannot deny it! And here's another. Whose looks proclaimed what her heart is stored on. Escape. All the little dogs, trade, pledge, and sweetheart, they bark at me, who let them anatomize Regan and see what breathes about her heart. Is there any cause in nature that makes such hard hearts? You, sir, I entertain for one of my 100. But I do not like the fashion of your garment. Make no noise. Make no noise. Draw the curtain. So. Oh, we'll go to supper in the morning. So. And I'll go to bed at noon.
Good friend, I prithee take him into my arms. I have ordered a plot of death upon him. Drive towards Dover, friend, where thou shalt meet both welcome and protection. Take up thy master. Thou shouldst dally pass this night his life with thine, and all that offer to defend him, they have been assured loss. Come away.
Weary of betters we see bearing our woes, we scarcely think our miseries are foes. Who alone suffers most of mine. I think three things happy shows behind. Then the mind much sufferance doth o'erskip when grief hath mates. Caring fellowship. How light and portable my grief seems now, and that which made me bend makes the king bow. Childhood as I fathered. I'm away. Mark the hind voices in thy soft foray. False opinion, whose thought defiles thee, and thy just proof repeal, reconcile thee.
No, I'm not doing it to your chin. I mean, I could.
But that's
3,
that's
4.
only one.
What?
It's only
How? Why?
Like
Whoa. How now? Where's the king?
My lord of Gloucester hath conveyed him hence. Hot questress after him met him at gate, who with some other of the lord's dependents are gone with him toward Dover, where they boast to have well-armed friends.
Pinion him like a thief. Bring him before us. Though we may not pass about his life without the form of justice, yet our power shall do a courtesy to our wrath, which men may blame but not control. Post speedily to my lord your husband, give him the message. The army of France has landed.
Seek out the villain Gloucester! Huh?
Seek out the villain Gloucester!
Hang him instantly!
Plug out his eyes.
Edmund, keep your sister company. The revenges we are bound to take upon your treacherous father. They're not fit for your beholder. Advise the Duke where you are going to a most festinate preparation. We are bound for the like. Our post shall be swift and intelligent betwixt us. Farewell, my lord of Gloucester. Huh?
What mean your graces?
Good my friends, consider you are my guests. Do me no foul play, friends.
Can't find him, I say!
Howard! Oh, filthy traitor!
Unmerciful lady as you are, I'm none. I am your host. With robber's hands, my hospitable favors, you should not ruffle thus. What will you do?
Come! What letters have you had late from France?
It'll be simple answer, for we know the truth.
And what confederacy you have had with traitors late-footed in the kingdom? Huh?
To whose hands have you sent the lunatic king? Speak!
I have a letter guessingly set down, which came from one that's of a neutral heart, and not from one opposed.
Cunning!
And false!
Where hast thou sent the king? Dover.
Wherefore to Dover? Wast thou not charged?
No! Wherefore to Dover? Let him answer that first.
I am tied to the stake, and I must stand the course.
Wherefore to Dover, sir?
I am tied to the stake. and I
Wherefore
must
to
stand the
Dover,
course.
sir?
I am tied to the stake.
Wherefore to Dover,
Because I would not see thy cruel nails pluck out his poor old eyes, nor thy fierce sister in his anointed flesh stick bore its fangs. The sea was such a storm as his bare head, and how thy black night endured would have buoyed up and quenched the still fires. If wolves had at thy gate howled that stern time, thou shouldst have said, good porter, turn the key. All cruel shall subscribe, for I shall see the wicked vengeance overtake such children. and comfortless. Where's my son, Edmund? Where's my son, Edmund? Where's my son, Edmund?
Out, country smelling! Thou callest on the Abbate! Is he the yonder of that treason? Who is so good to me?
Good God, forgive me that.
Go! Thrust him out of the gate and let him smell his way to Dover!
I'm bleeding face. Give me your arm.
Yet better thus, to learn and be condemned than still contemned and flattered. The lowest and most dejected thing in fortune stands still in esperance, lives not in fear. The lamentable changes from the best. The worst returns to laughter.
So welcome then, thou unsubstantial wind that I embrace. The wretch that thou hast blown into the worst owes nothing to thy blast.
Oh, my good lord, I have been your tenant and your father's tenant these many years.
Away, get thee away, good friend, be gone. Thy comforts can do me no good at all, thee they may hurt.
Alack, sir, you cannot see your way.
I have no way, therefore want no eyes. I stumbled when I saw. Dear son, Edgar, might I live but to see thee in my touch, I'd say I had eyes again.
'Tis poor mad Tom.
The last night's storm I such a fellow saw, which made me think a man a worm. My son came then into my mind, and yet my mind was then scarce friends with him. As flies to wanton boys are we to the gods. They kill us for their sport. Is that the beggar fellow?
Aye, my lord.
Then prithee, get thee gone. If thou shouldst o'ertake us hence a mile or twain of the way toward Dover, do it for ancient love. Bring some covering for this naked fellow, who I'll entreat to lead me. 'Tis the time's plague when madmen lead the blind. Do as I bid thee, or rather, do thy pleasure. Above the rest, be gone.
Sweet eyes, they bleed.
Knowest thou the way to Dover? There is a cliff whose high and bending head looks fearfully in the confining deep. Bring me but to the very brim of it, and I'll repair the misery thou dost bear with something rich about me. From that place, I shall know
Give me thy hand. Boy Tom shall lead thee.
I marvel our mild husband not met us on the way. Where's your master?
I told him of the army that was landed. He smiled at it. I told him you were coming. His answer was the worse. Of Gloucester's treachery and of the loyal service of his son when I informed him, he called me sot and told me I turned the wrong side out. What most he should dislike seems pleasant to him. What like, offensive.
Then shall you go no further. It is the cowish terror of his spirit that dare not undertake. He'll not feel wrongs which tie him to an answer. Our wishes on the way may prove effects. Back, Edmund, to my brother. Hasten his musters and conduct his powers. I must change arms at home and give the distaff into my husband's hands. This trusty servant shall pass between us ere long you are like to hear. If you dare venture on your own behalf, a mistress's command. Wear this. Spare speech. Conceive and fare thee well, my dear Gloucester. Oh, what difference of man and man. To thee, a woman's services are due. My fool usurps my body.
You are not worth the dust which the rude wind blows in your cold face. Tigers, not daughters. What have you done? What have you performed? A father and a gracious, aged man whose reverence even the head-lugged bear would lick. Most degenerate, most barbarous. Have you matted? Could my good brother suffer you to do it? A man, a prince, by him so benefited? If the heavens do not their visible spirits send quickly down to tame these vile offenses, it will come. Humanity must perforce prey on itself like monsters of the deep.
Milk-livered man, that bearest a cheek for blows, a head for wrongs, who hast not in thy brows an eye discerning thine honor from thy suffering. That not knowst, fools do those villains pity who are punished ere they have done their mischief. Where's thy drum? France spreads his banners in our noiseless land. With plume and helm the slayer begins thrust, while thou, a moral fool, sit still and cries, alack, why does he so?
See thyself, devil! Proper deformity seems not in the fiend, so horrid as in woman.
Vain fool.
Thou changed and self-covered thing. For shame! Be monster not thy feature. Were my fitness to let these hands obey my blood, they are apt enough to tear and dislocate thy flesh and bones. Howe'er thou art a fiend, a woman's shape doth shield thee.
Marry your manhood, Mew.
The Duke of Cornwall is dead. This message, madam, craves speedy answer. 'Tis from your sister.
One way I like this well. But being widow and my Gloucester with her, all the building of my fancy pluck upon my hateful life. Another way, the news is not so tart.
Where was his son when they did take his eyes?
shall we come to the top of that same hill?
Do walk up it now. Look how we labor.
Methinks the ground is even.
It's horrible steep.
Methinks thy voice is altered, and thou speakest in better phrase and matter than thou didst.
I'm much deceived. And nothing am I changed but in my garments.
Methinks you're better spoken.
Hey, here's the place. Stand still. Come on, sir. Oh. How fearful and dizzy 'tis to cast one's eyes so low. The fishermen that walk along the beach appear like mice.
Let go of my hand.
Oh, you mighty gods. This world I do renounce. And in your sights, shake patiently my great affliction off. If I could bear it longer, and not fall to quarrel with your great opposeless wills, my snuff and loathed part of nature should burn itself out. If Edgar lives, oh, bless him.
Alive or dead? Away and let me die!
No. Hadst thou been but gossamer, feathers, air, all of which fathom down precipitated, thou wouldst shiver like an egg. But thou dost breathe. As the heavy substance speakst, art sound bleeds not. Thy life is a miracle.
I have no eyes!
Sir, give me your arm.
Is wretchedness deprived that benefit to end itself by death? 'Twas yet some comfort when misery could beguile the tyrant's rage and frustrate his proud will.
Feel your legs. Stand.
Too well.
This is above all strangeness. Upon the crown of the cliff, what thing was that which parted from you?
A poor, unfortunate beggar.
As I stood here below, methought his eyes were 2 full moons. He had 1,000 noses, horns, whelked and waved like the enrigid sea. It was some fiend. Therefore, thou happy father, think that the clearest gods who make them honors of men's impossibilities have preserved thee.
I am the king himself.
I know that voice.
Oh, they flatter me like a dog to say I had no to everything I said. I and no too was no good divinity. When the rains came to wet me once, the winds to make me chatter when the thunder would not peace at my bidding. Oh, there I found them. Smelt them out. Go to. These are not men of their words. They told me I was everything!
It's not the king.
Oh, every inch a king! When I stare, see how the subject quakes. I'll pardon that man's life. What's thy cause? Adultery? Ah, that's not die. Die for adultery, no. Let copulation thrive. For Gloucester's bastard son was kinder to his father than my daughters got tween lawful shit.
Ruin piece of nature. Dost thou not know me?
I remember thine eyes well enough. Do thy worst, blind Cupid. I'll not love. No eyes in your head, no money in your purse. You keep crying. Oh! I'll preach to thee. Mark! When we are born. When we are born. When we are born!
We are born!
We cry.
We cry.
We are come.
We are come.
This great stage
to
of
this
fools.
great stage of fools.
That's a good block.
That's a good block.
I'll put it in proof. And when I've stolen on these sons-in-law, then kill!
No killing.
Oh, here it is. Lay hand upon him, sir. Your most dear daughter.
Natural fool of fortune. Use me well, you shall have your ransom.
You shall have anything.
I will die like a bridegroom. I am the king.
You are a royal one, and we obey you.
You, ever gentle gods, take my breath from me. Let not my worser spirit tempt me again to die before you, please.
Oh, thou good Kent, how shall I live and work to match thy goodness? My life will be too short, and every measure fail me.
To be acknowledged, madam, is to be overpaid. All my reports go with modest truth. No more, nor clipped, but so.
Be better suited. These weeds are memory of those worser hours. I prithee, put them off.
Pardon me, dear madam. Yet to be known shortens my made intent. My boon I make it, that you know me not till time and I think meet.
And be it so, my good lord.
But are my brother's powers set forth?
Aye, madam. Himself in person there? Madam, with much ado. Your sister is the better soldier.
Lord Edmund spake not with your lord at home.
No, madam.
What might import my sister's letter to him?
I know not, lady.
Faith. He is posted hence on serious matter. It was great ignorance, Gloucester's eyes being out to let him live. Where he arrives, he moves all hearts against us. Edmund, I think, is gone in pity of his misery to dispatch his knighted life. Moreover, to descry the strength of the
I must needs after
our
madam
troops
with
set forth
response.
tomorrow. Stay with us.
Madam, I may not.
The ways are dangerous.
My lady has charged my duty in this business.
Why should she write to Edmund? Might not you transport her purposes by word? But like some things, I know not what. I love thee much.
Madam, I had...
I know your lady does not love her husband. I am sure of that. And at her late being here, she gave strange oyads and most speaking looks to noble Edmund. I know you are of her bosom.
I, madam?
I speak in understanding. You are, I know. Therefore, I do advise you, take this note. My lord is dead. Edmund and I have talked, and more convenient is he for... If you do find him, pray you give him this. And when your mistress hears thus much from you, Desire her, call her wisdom to her.
If you do chance to hear of that blind traitor, preferment falls on him that cuts him off!
A proclaimed prize. Most happy. That eyeless head of thine was first framed flesh to raise my fortunes. Thou old, unhappy traitor. Briefly thyself remember? The sword is out that must destroy thee. Wherefore, bold peasant, darest thou support a published traitor? Hence, lest that the infection of his fortune take like hold on thee.
You're like getting the poor man pass. No!
Let go my arm!
No, I'm not going to.
What? Is she dead?
She's dead.
Do me wrong to take me from the grave. Thou art a soul in bliss, but I am bound upon a wheel of fire that mine own tears do scald like molten lead.
Sir, do you know me?
You are a spirit. I know. When did you die?
Still far wide.
Where have I been? Where am I? Fair daylight. I am mightily abused. I should e'en die with pity to see another thus. I don't know what to say. I will not swear these are my hands. Oh, I feel this pinprick. Let's see. Would that I were assured of my condition.
Look upon me, sir, and hold your hands in benediction o'er me.
Pray do not mock me. I am a very foolish, fond old man. I fear I am not in my perfect mind. Methinks I should know you, and this man. But yet I am doubtful, for I am mainly ignorant of what place this is. All the skills I have remember not these garments, nor I know not where I did lodge last night. Do not laugh at me, for as I am a man, I think this lady to be my child, Cordelia.
So I am. I am.
Oh, your tears red. Yes, faith, pray, weep you not. If you have poison, I will drink it. I know you do not love me, for your sisters, as I do remember, have done me wrong. You have some cause. They have no cause.
No cause. Will it please your highness walk?
You must bear with me. Pray now. Forget and forgive. I am old. Foolish.
Know of the Duke if his last purpose hold, or whether he is advised by aught to change course. He's full of alteration, self-reproving, bring his constant pleasure.
Our sister's man has certainly miscarried. You know the goodness I intend upon you. Tell me, but truly, but then speak the truth. Do you not love my sister?
In honored love.
But have you never found my brother's way to the forfended place?
That thought abuses you.
I never shall endure her. Dear my lord, be not familiar with her.
Fear me not.
Ere your grace had speech with one so poor, hear me one word.
I'll overtake thee.
Before you fight the battle, oath this message. If you have victory, let the trumpet sound for him that brought it. wretched though I seem,
I can provide a champion who will prove what is of action there. If you miscarry,
your business of the world hath so an end, and machination ceases. Fortune love you.
Stay till I... Our very loving sister, well be met. Sir, this I hear, the king has come to his daughter, with others whom the rigor of our state forced to cry out. For I could not be honest, I never yet was valiant. For this business it toucheth us as France invades our land. Not bolds the king, with others whom I fear most just and heavy causes make oppose.
Sir, you speak nobly.
Why this reason? To bind together against the enemy. For these domestic and particular broils are not the question here.
Let's then determine with the ancient of war on our proceeding.
Sister, you'll go with us?
'Tis most convenient, pray you. Go with us.
I know the riddle. I will go.
To both of these sisters have I sworn my love, each jealous of the other as the stung are of the adder. Which of them shall I take? One? Both? Neither. Neither can be enjoyed if both remain alive. To take the widow exasperates, makes mad her sister Goneril, and hardly shall I carry out my side her husband being alive. Now then, we'll use his countenance for the battle, which being done, let her who would rid of him devise his speedy taking off. As for the mercy which he intends to Lear and to Cordelia, the battle being done and they within our power shall never see his pardon. My state stands on me to defend and not to debate.
Sleepy community of Palos Verdes stunned this morning, but police had no response to the stunning pre-dawn raid at the home of the daughter of the... She shares a home with the head of security of the hotel chain. A violent shootout that left 2 dead, several injured, and this time the whereabouts of the former reality show star are unknown. Police have questions for the illegitimate son of the missing attorney.
Away, old man. Give me thy hand, away. Lear is lost, he and his D'Artagnan. Give me thy hand, come on.
No farther, sir. A man may rot even here.
No thoughts again. Men must endure their going thus, even as their coming thither. Give me thy hand, come on.
And that's true, too.
For thee, oppressed king, am I cast down. Myself should else outfrown false fortune's frown. Shall we not see these daughters and these sisters?
No. No. Come. Let's away to prison. We two alone will sing like birds of the cage. When thou dost ask me for blessing, I'll kneel down and ask of thee forgiveness. So we'll live. And pray and sing and tell old tales and laugh at gilded butterflies. And hear poor rogues talk of court news, and we'll talk with them. Who wins, who loses, who's in, who's out. We'll take upon the mysteries of things as if we're God's spies. And we'll wear out in a walled prison great sects and packs that ebb and flow by the moon. Oh, he that parts us shall bring down a brand from heaven and fire us hence like foxes. Wipe thine eyes. The good years will devour them, flesh and foul. And they make us weep. We'll see him starve first.
One step I have advanced thee. If thou dost as this instructs, thou dost make thy way to noble fortunes. Know thou this, that men are as the time is. To be tender-minded does not become a sword. Thy great employment will not bear question. Either say so to it or thrive by other means.
I never really tried. I don't know how to cheat, and I'm not sure how to hide. I am a clumsy man, eager and untried. I'd like to prove I am completely qualified, and so I've come to ask, teach me how to lie. I promise not to look you in the eye. I know it will be hard, I get the hint, I understand, you disapprove. I'll take your notes to heart, I promise to improve. I see why you're the guy, can teach me how to lie. And now my confidence is high. Can't stand the selfies that I'm getting on this phone. Maybe it's the size, but I barely recognize my own face when I am taking pictures all alone. People used to think it's sad when you had to take your own damn photo. Now it's so convenient, we don't need to have a friend other than the chaps on our social apps. We can pick and choose the folks we want to entertain, curating interactions like a whispering campaign. Each smile a new transaction, and each shrug a daisy chain, and each calculated silence is like a glimpse of violence. And I am growing confident, I'm feeling more secure. I am firm in my belief, but of what I'm not quite sure. Best watch your back, for I am slowly gaining speed. The real me in the rearview mirror rapidly recedes. Think I'm catching on. Is this the way to lie? I caught that look of worry in your eye. And so it's come to this, I'd like to shake your hand. Gotta say you make a perfect teacher, really got me feeling like a beautiful creature now. Wish I had time to reminisce, but my day is strictly planned. And may I say you've been an awesome pupil, really quite impressed how you threw all your scruples out. It's such a shame to toss you underneath the bus, but the world has changed so quickly, you're no longer one of us. In a world where lies are truth and accidents are crimes, and all your past mistakes are dragged out in the sun and left to die.
Sir, you have shown today your valiant strain.
You have the captives that were the opposites of this day's strife. We do require them of you. So to use them as we shall find their merits and our safeties may equally determine.
Sir, I thought it fit to send the old and miserable king to some retention and appointed guard, whose age has charms in it, whose title more, to pluck the common bosom on his side and turn the impressed lances in our eyes which do command them. With him I sent the queen, my reason all the same, and they shall be ready tomorrow or at a further space to appear where you shall hold your session. At this time we sweat and bleed. The friend hath lost his friend, and the best of quarrels in the heat are cursed by those that feel their sharpness. The question of Cordelia and her father requires a fitter place.
Sir, by your patience, I hold you but a subject of this war, not as a brother.
That's as we list to grace him. Methinks our pleasure might have been demanded ere you had spoke so far. He led our powers, bore the commission of my place and person, which immediacy may well stand up and call itself your brother.
Not so hot. In his own grace, he doth exalt himself more than in your edition.
In my rights, by me invested, he compares the best.
That were the most if he should husband you.
Jesters do oft prove prophet.
Holla, the eye that told you so looks but a squint.
Lady? I am not well, else I should answer from a full-flowing stomach. General, take thou my prisoners, patrimony soldiers. Dispose of them. Of me, the walls are thine. Witness, world, that I create thee here, my lord and master.
You should enjoy him.
The let alone lies not in your goodwill,
nor in thine, lord.
Half-blooded fellow. Yes.
Let the drum strike and prove my title thine.
Stay yet. Hear reason. Edmund, I arrest thee on capital treason. And in thine attaint, this gilded serpent. For your claim, fair sister, I bar it in the interest of my wife, 'tis she is subcontracted to this lord, and I, her husband, contradict your ban. If you will marry, make your loves to me. My lady is bespoke.
An interlude.
Thou art armed, Gloucester. Let the trumpet sound. None appear to prove upon thy head thy heinous, manifest, and many treasons. There's my pledge.
approaching! What in the world he is that names me traitor, villain like he lies? He that dares approach on him, on you? Who not? I will maintain my truth and honor firm.
My sickness grows upon me!
She is not well. Convey her to my tents!
If any man of degree or quality within the list of army maintain upon Edmund, Earl of Gloucester, that he is manifold traitor, let him appear.
Oh, no. My name is lost. By treason's tooth bare none and canker bit. Yet am I noble as the adversary I come to cope. Draw thy sword, that if my speech offend a noble heart, thy arm might do thee justice. Here is mine. Behold, it is the honor of my privilege, my oath, and my profession. I protest, maugre thy strength, youth, place, and eminence. Despite thy victor's sword and fire new fortune, thy valor and thy heart, thou art a traitor. False to thy gods, thy brother, and thy father, and from the extremest upward of thy head to the descent and dust below thy foot, a most toad-spotted traitor. Say thou no? This sword, this arm, and my best spirit are bent to prove to thy heart whereto I speak. Thou liest.
I am come to bid my king and master a good night. Where is the king?
Speak!
Yes, Edmund was beloved.
Speak! Edmund, where's the king? And where's Cordelia?
They quickly sent be briefing it to the castle. For my writ is on the life of Lear and on Cordelia.
Oh, you men of stones! Had I your eyes and tongue, I'd use them so that heaven's vault should crack. No. She's gone forever. I know when one is dead and when one lives. She's dead as earth. Let me a looking glass. If her breath will mist or stain the stone, why, then she lives. Oh, the feather stirs. She lives. If it be so, it redeems all sadness I have ever felt.
Good master.
I prithee be away.
Noble Kent, your friend.
A plague upon you! You murderous traitors all! I could have saved her. Oh, now she's gone forever. Cordelia, stay a little. What does that say? Her voice was ever so soft, gentle, and low. An excellent thing in a woman. I killed the slave that was a hanging bee. Are you not Kent?
Same. Your servant Kent. Where is your servant Caius?
He's a good man, I can tell you that. He'll strike and quickly. He's dead and rotten.
No, my lord, I am the very man that from the first of your difference and decay had followed your sad steps.
You are welcome hither.
Your eldest daughters have fordone themselves and desperately are dead.
Aye, so I think. And my poor fool hanged. No! No life! Why should a dog, a horse, a rat have life? And thou no breath in thee at all. Thou come no more. Never, 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 never.
Okay, so how does this make you feel? We need to get you a little bit more engaged with this, get the audience to connect with you a little bit. So just be open with it.
Open.
Yeah.
Okay. Our lords and noble friends know our intent. What comfort to this great decay may come shall be applied. All friends shall taste the wages of their virtue, and all foes the cup of their deserving. The weight of this sad time we must obey. Speak what we feel, not what we ought to say. The oldest hath borne most, and we that are young shall never see so much, nor live so long. Is this the promised end?